Punk Rock Zombie Story Unfinished by Jeremy Void. Punk rock. The band plays. The kids dance and slam. Nothing out of the ordinary here. Zoom in. Daniel stands at the bar. He's drinking a can of PBR. He drinks and watches and drinks and watches. His friend Zachary appears at his right, sweaty and torn. "Daniel," he shouts, but Daniel doesn't hear him over the noise. Zachary smacks Daniel's shoulder. Daniel turns toward him and smiles. "May I have this dance?" says Zachary, holding out his hand. Daniel chuckles, drains the beer, wraps his arm all the way around his friend, and the two punks charge the pit. They hit hard, plowing through the wall of punks. Limbs fly as punks hit the ground, and others, laughing hard and loud, grab Daniel and Zachary and send them into the destruction. The music roars. Zachary swings. Daniel stomps and slams. The pit moves circularly, round and round. Kids flail and bash, smash and crash. The explosion sounds. Pow! No one hears it, thinking it was only... The venue shakes. Beer and whiskey bottles fall, clutter, crash, and shatter on the floor. The music fades, and all the punk rockers exchange glances. The hell was that, they think? Another explosion. Pow! Rattles the place. The lights flicker off and on, off and stop. The hushed murmur erupts. With an electric buzz, the emergency lights come on. Another explosion, and then another. Fear, horror. The crowd starts for the door. Daniel and Zachary go with the crowd. Everyone in a single unit move toward the door. Slowly, scared. Shit, what the hell is happening out there? The door explodes. Splinters fly. Smoke fills the only way out. A scream comes through the smoke wall. Flashes of light. Pop, pop, pop. Another scream, and a soldier in a hazmat suit materializes. He holds an AK-47. "Get down!" he shouts. "Now! Get down!" He jerks the rifle up and sprays bullets and flames at the ceiling. Chips and splinters rain on the crowd. Everyone plunges to the ground. Zachary and Daniel stay together. They exchange a frightened, confused glance. A loud, horrifying screech comes from the doorway. Daniel's glance bounds toward the sound, and something flashes through fast, lands on its hands, and thrusts itself forward, running on all fours. It moves quick and limber like a cheetah, only it looks more like a... zombie? The soldier in the hazmat suit whirls on the creature and lets loose a round. Bullets tear into it, but it keeps moving, getting closer to the soldier. Then the thing lunges at him, but he draws a handgun and plants a bullet between the thing's eyes, instants before the thing would have grappled him and driven his teeth into his neck. It lands on the soldier, and he pushes it aside. The soldier looks at the crowd, swings the rifle, says, "Stay here," starts for the doorway. The rifle points forward. More flashes, more pops. He reaches the doorway. More flashes, more pops. Fires, flash pop, drops to his knees, flops on his chest, and he's dead. A line of blood streams from his head. A united gasp, like all the air left the room. A murmur, nervous. Everyone stays crouched. More pops, more flashes. The venue shakes, and someone rises, shouts, "The emergency exit!" The whole crowd rises now, rushes the stage. Daniel and Zachary follow. The band gets there first, leads the crowd onto the platform and past the instruments and through the door. Someone screams. Someone else screams. Daniel risks a glance. Three things are tearing into the punks. Blood spilling and spraying, bodies falling splayed. The crowd's pace picks up, pushing and shoving. Everything blurs. The room shakes. Daniel follows the crowd. Out the door. The singer pointing up the stairs. Thump, thump, thump. Daniel following his friend. Screams. Roars. Skin tearing. Bones breaking, screeches and moans, fear, the worst fear Daniel has ever felt. He emerges out a door and onto the roof. A bouncer he recognizes from when he entered the venue stands by, waiting for the last one up. Daniel joins the crowd, looks over his shoulder, sees the bouncer's eyebrows slide up, his eyes widen. The bouncer bangs it shut and there's a metallic clang. He stays at the door, pushing it, using his feet as leverage. Someone shouts, "It's not shut all the way." Another bouncer hurries over, helps the bouncer at the door. A third joins in. They push. Daniel sits down with the crowd. Zachary is seated beside him. Shit, 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 Daniel says, looks at his friend. Shit is right, says Zachary. Shit, fuck, cunt, ass is more like it. That makes Daniel relax, but only slightly. He can hear from behind him the door closing all the way. Clang, clang, clang as those things try to break it open. Is it locked? I think so. Daniel clutches his creased knee and holds on tight. A steady murmur. The three bouncers join the crowd. One says, "My name's Mark," points to his name tag, Mark McGregor. He's definitely more than 6 feet tall. His biceps are gigantic, and his hair is short and blonde. He says, "This is Ramon," pointing at another bouncer, black, tall, skinny, and strong, and Bill. Bill is the shortest, dons a long, thick beard, piercing blue eyes, and a bald head. "What is going on?" a girl shouts. Ramon steps forward. "We don't know." Someone chuckles and says, "Zombies, clearly." One person laughs at this. "Shut up, dude," another says. "Can't you see this is serious?" "Poser," someone else mutters, and with that everyone's talking and arguing and calling one another names like cunt and poser and asshole and freak. Zachary lifts his hand. "What, you think this is school, you dildo?" Someone scoffs. "Just speak." Zachary lowers his hand. "'S what I thought." "Everybody shut up," Bill says. "Sit down and shut the fuck up." A clang, clang, clang. I surge to the door. Clang, clang, clang. Complete and utter silence.